Hello YouTube. I decided to make this video on my 3 fish tanks in order to help newcomers to the fish keeping hobby get some ideas and kind of see what I did with my setups in order to help them out. This video is not going to get into detail on the care of the types of fish I have. I think I have 7 different species of fish, as that would take way too long. So I'm just going to show you my 3 tanks and try to just guide you guys a little bit through the ways that I did it, because I know what it can be like, trying to find information online, trying to get new tanks set up, and the difficulty with that. So again, I'm just going to show you kind of what I did, how it all came together, some of my ideas, because you're never gonna, you can't model after just one person. It never works like that. There's so many factors that go into it. You kind of, have to learn as much as you can and then adapt the information that you know based on, your unique circumstances. So basically the first kind of rule that I think of when I'm thinking about getting, setting up a fish tank or buying a certain type of fish is research. You just have to research all the time about literally every single aspect, and it's worked for me, and that's basically where I start. Before you even think about buying equipment or fish or anything, you just have to research all the time. For example, I've set up on the left here my first saltwater tank. For weeks I just researched all the time. I read articles by experts, I watched YouTube videos by newcomers and by seasoned veterans and by reef keepers and by fish only keepers. I read forums. I emailed all these people asking questions. I went to all these local fish stores and asked them questions, and I cross-referenced everything and adapted it to my situation, because no matter what, no matter if you do an exact same setup as someone, it'll never be the same, because you can never have identical situations. You just have to learn as much as you can about it and then adapt it to what your specific goal is. So again, my hope is to show you what I've done and to give newcomers to the fish keeping hobby some perspective, some idea, some guidance, to get them going in the right direction. If you do have questions about literally anything, but specifically about one of the types of fish I have here, about how I take care of them, about how most people take care of them, please leave a comment, and I will definitely get back to you in greater detail. So yeah, I'm going to start with my first fish tank, which is a 1-gallon Betta. Now, this is setting a really, terrible example, because Bettas cannot be kept in anything smaller than 5 gallons. The reason my Betta is in a 1-gallon is because there was nowhere else to put him for this week. He was in a 10-gallon, and I put him back in his 1-gallon. Just for this week, and then tomorrow actually he is going to be moved to my girlfriend's house in a 5-gallon tank. So minimum for bait, I'm just gonna, that's all the care I'm gonna specify here for any type of fish. But the reason he is in a 1-gallon right now is just because he's moving to a new home tomorrow. I bought this 1-gallon tank when I was a newcomer, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I soon realized that betta fish need at least 5. It's cruel. It really is. They're swimming literally in their own poop and feces, and it's just not healthy. It's unstable. It's cruel. But Took Jr., that's his name, I got him about 6 months ago, and so this is his current setup. Not much to look at. A couple live plants and such. But again, I just want to stress that point. This is a horrible example, but they need to be in at least 5 gallons. But Tuke is awesome. He's really personal. So this is a pretty basic 1 gallon setup. It'll be more elaborate when he gets his own 5 gallon tank. On to my second tank, which is an Amazon. I went for the Amazon, Biotope type tank. So basically, I have, I think, 10 different fish in here. So let's just start from the top. This is Wallace. He is a South American cichlid angelfish, and I think he is my favorite fish. He is so personal. He just does everything with me. When he sees me walk through the door, from 15 feet away, he'll come rushing right here. He can see me and he's getting all excited. That's what he does. And when you're not around, he kind of, I don't know, just hangs out. But when you get close, he starts getting really excited. And actually, they have such good personalities. He will watch TV with me. He'll watch the pictures on TV screen move. It's so cool to watch. He's awesome. And he's really, really smart. He's a baby right now. He'll probably get bigger. I think he's about 3 or 4 months old right now, but he is my favorite fish, hands down. Going down the tank, this is a heavily planted with lots of driftwood and bogwood. This is a custom-made tank. It's about 13 or 14 gallons tall, obviously. I like to call her the queen of the tank. Wallace is the king. That is a female blue ram cichlid. Her name's Corey, and she is pretty cool. Her colors are just coming in. She got her as a baby a couple of weeks ago, and her colors are really starting to come in. I love the blue shading. I don't know if the camera can really pick it up, but she's awesome, and she hangs out. At first, her and Wallace didn't get along, but then now they just swim all over the place together. It's really, really cool, actually. Really interesting. I got a couple neon tetras back there. There's one neon. I don't know. I had mixed results with the neons. They're so inbred that they just kept getting ick and dying, and I felt bad. And they're just a struggle, but they're really, really cool to see schooling together. It's amazing to see. And actually, the 2 neons that I have, there's one right there. School with those rummy noses down there that I have, because they're pretty closely rated. Going even further down the tank, let's see if we can find one. Yep, I have 3 black spotted Cory catfish, and they do an amazing job of cleaning the tank. They're really, really cool too. Oh, Wallace came down to say hi. So, yeah, that's my Amazon Biotope tank. And again, I mean, this took so long to put together just because you got to research every single fish that you get. That's literally what I did. You just got to keep researching, and see. You have to make sure all of them are compatible. And again, you're going to get different percent. Usually tetras aren't kept with angelfish, but this one angelfish that I bought, I tried it out and it works great. Wallace is really mild-tempered, and he was a little territorial at the beginning, and he's perfect now. He doesn't bother anyone in the tank. He's great friends with, like I said, that blue ram down there. It's really pretty cool to see. He was just going for food. He's not attacking anything. So yeah, again, I can't stress enough, you have to research all this stuff before you start, setting up tanks and getting fish. You can't just go out and buy a fish and not know its needs. You have to research, and again, if you want to know any information about what I feed them, water parameters, how I set it up, because I'm pretty sure that no one is going to have this setup that I have for this Amazon Biotope tank. This works for me. Some of it might be frowned upon, some of it might be, double thumbs up, but this is working. I took the information that I got, and this is what I came out with, and it's working great. So again, if you have any questions, please comment, and I'll get back to you. So that's my second tank, and now on to my third, which is not quite complete, but it's getting there. This is a 10-gallon FOWLR, which stands for Fish Only with Live Rock, tank. And then right now it has, obviously as you can probably see, it has 10 pounds of live sand, about 7 pounds of live rock, and the 2 clownfish that are up, Oscillaris clownfish, that are up in the top left. I don't know if the colors can come out this well in this video, but I have a blue light, and I'm pretty sure that it kind of looks more black and white on this camera, but in person it looks amazing. The blue light reflects off of their white stripes and gives them really, really, really vibrant colors, which is just amazing, really. And that's why I love the blue light. No corals. This is a coral light, I think, but I'm not really into that whole part yet. You know, I'm still very new to saltwater tanks, and indeed all kind of fish keeping. I've just done a lot of research. I consider myself, you know, a newcomer as well, by no means an expert. I'm just simply showing you what I've done and how it's working. So this is my 10-gallon FOWLR. Again, 7 pounds of live rock. I just got that power head. It's 180 gallons per hour, but I actually toned it down because I only want, you know, about, I think it's recommended about 6 to probably, I don't know, 15 times the amount of gallons you want flowing through, so you want that much going through every hour, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, this is a pretty new tank. I mean, these Oscillaris clownfish just got introduced to each other. The one on the left right now, oh, you can't really tell, but the bigger one is the classic Nemo Oscillaris clownfish. It's orange and white. And the little guy, who's really, really, really energetic, he is a black and white Oscillaris clownfish, which is really cool. And I'm trying to pair these two up. And they've only been together for 2 days. I don't know, I mean, they seem to be getting along fine. I haven't seen any fighting, to be honest. I've seen the big guy, who I was hoping obviously would be the female, was kind of nipping a little bit, but not too bad. Other than that, I haven't seen much. This black guy he plays in the currents. I'm just going to assume it's a he for right now until I know otherwise, but he is zipping around the tank all over the place, so energetic. So far so good. They're eating well, moving all about the tank, no fighting, everything's been pretty good. But again, I'm hoping they're going to pair up in a couple of weeks here. I'm not looking for them to mate, at least not right now. I'm just looking for them to pair up and be happy together, hang out. I'm going to be getting, I actually bought a really nice, you know, it's probably $25–30 coral, fake coral, anemone, excuse me, fake anemone, and hopefully that, you know, it'll be pretty realistic, obviously nowhere near as, you know, not even close to the real thing. It's just I don't have, you know, the experience and knowledge to have an anemone thrive in this tank, so I'm going to do the next best thing, which is buy a realistic as I can get it, fake anemone, and I hope that they will host it together as a pair and, you know, live in it and be happy. So that's basically my plans for this tank. I'm also going to maybe go for a couple, we'll start off with a couple of fake coral and then maybe go for some of the hardier coral, small corals. That'll be in a couple months because this is a pretty new tank still. But the clownfish they seem pretty happy to me, so I'm just hoping they're going to pair up again. And in terms of other livestock in this tank, not a lot. I did have a bunch of hitchhikers on my live rock, which is cool. You know, the live rock wasn't expensive, so I guess it was included in the price. But let's see, there's one snail that I know of. I only know of a couple. There's a second, I think that's a hermit crab actually. This is definitely a hermit crab. This guy moves all over the place. I can't believe how he zips across the tank. Right now he's just sitting, but usually like he darts. I'll come back 2 minutes later and he'll be on the complete opposite side of the tank. There's another snail down there, I think. And there's a couple more. I don't know where they're hiding right now, but it's one hermit crab and one of the snails really zip around the tank. The other one's just kind of hanging. So it moves around slowly. So I think I have 2 hermit crabs and at least 3 snails is what I've seen so far. But again, the clownfish I'm really hoping are going to bond well, and it seems like they are. They spend most of the time together. But it's the black little ocellaris, he just zips all over the tank. I love his energy. He plays in these bubbles all the time. It's really cool to watch, and so that's exciting because this is a brand new tank. They're brand new, and right now it's working out. So hopefully that'll be pretty good in the end. So again, these are my 3 tanks. I'm happy where all 3 of them are at right now. And again, it would take too long to get into detail about how to care for each of these fish and how they all go together. So if you have any questions about literally anything, I will get back to you if you leave a comment on this page. So best of luck to all of you guys, and I'll see you later.